Hi, I'm John Pawlak, and welcome back to Eye on Harness Racing. Well, there will be no trotting Triple Crown winner in 2009. Muscle Hill, the winner of this year's Hambletonian, has opted to pass on the Yonkers Trot and instead enter the American National at Balmoral Park this coming Saturday. But nonetheless, the Yonkers Trot will be a great affair and probably a wide open one. And after all, they still will be offering a $670,000 purse. Judge Joe, who it was announced was sold to European interest just before the race, won the first of two $40,000 Yonkers Trot eliminations as the favorite.
And the judge leads it by 2 out for the drive. Here comes Select Yankee, 2 lengths away to Naysay Hanover. Judge Joe, Select Yankee on the outside. Here's the line. Judge Joe has won it.
The second elimination provided an upset when Broadway Bistro, driven by Jason Bartlett, benefited when the heavy favorite, the Chancellor, made a break before the three-quarter pole.
Citation Lindy on the far outside. Calchip's Brute with late trot but close to home. Broadway Bistro, yes, takes the second elimination of the Yonkers Trot.
Jim Campbell trains the upset winner. While at the Meadowlands, he commented on the upcoming Yonkers Trot final.
He's a big, strong, real good gaited colt, and he's just got a great attitude. He gives you every effort that he can. You know, if he's sound and you put him out there, he'll give you a 100% effort.
After Super Bowl had won the trotting Triple Crown in 1972, no other trotter turned the trick until 2004. That is the year Winsong's Legacy stormed home in the stretch to win the fastest Yonkers Trot of all time in 1:53.1 after having won the Hambletonian and before winning the Kentucky Futurity to break a 34-year Triple Crown drought. Here's a look back.
Here comes Winsong's Legacy charging up on the outside. Inside the final 8, it's Tom Ridge with the lead. Winsong's Legacy is charging on the outside. And here comes Winsong's Legacy. And Winsong's Legacy goes on to win the Yonkers Trot by a length.
Next, a look at some news from the sport. The hundreds of thousands of persons who visit the USTA website every month are now getting a look at the future. A beta of what will be the site's new look and features was posted this past Tuesday, and we are asking those who visit to give us their suggestions. The beta site, which may be visited by entering the address seen here, will feature new content devoted to USTA members, horsemen, and handicappers, and will also offer free condition sheets from pari-mutuel tracks in the United States. We were there this past weekend when Hiawatha Horse Park in Sarnia, Ontario was the site for Adrenaline. Adrenaline is a unique 4-day festival combining horse racing, food, live music, sports competitions, and live entertainment. It was designed by Standard Bred Canada to develop new fans and re-energize the sport across Canada. Mark Heatherman organized the Adrenaline Festival and talked about its marketing aims.
I've been walking around, I probably talked to 15 people, never been to the racetrack before, coming here tonight, and we've had all kinds of them with our wanna-bet people, helping them learn how to bet, how to place bets. We've had a super PAC idea, which has been going over phenomenal, which is a bunch of bets already made for them that they can buy for 10 bucks, and then they just have to watch the races. So I think we've achieved our goal tonight. I don't know what the attendance is yet, but I would say we're as busy as we were during a regular race night last night with a whole new demographic.
A look back at this past Friday's Breeders' Crown is next. Harness racing and standard bred horses come to life each month in the colorful pages of Hoof Beats, the sport's most widely read magazine. We call it Reporting with Horsepower. Don't miss a single issue. Subscribe online today. 4 Breeders' Crowns for the sport's best older horses were contested this past Friday at the Meadowlands. Among the winners, Lucky Jim, who continues to gain support as possible Horse of the Year candidate with his smashing victory in the $600,000 Open Trot. Lucky Jim, as usual, in reign to Andy Miller, won for the 17th time this year, became the sport's newest millionaire, and made his final start of 2009 a dominating one.
It's Lucky Jim again, an Orange Crush crowning moment, 14 in a row, a record at the Meadowlands for Lucky Jim in the Breeders' Crown.
Miller spoke with Ken Weingartner.
The race tonight was, he got away good, and then up the backside I just moved him to the front, and he just kind of coasted from there. He just did his work.
Arch Madness came up in the stretch, and he just all of a sudden looked like he found another gear.
Yeah, and you know what, I never pulled the plugs, and when I asked him to go a little bit top of the lane, he knew what his job was, and he knew where the rest of the horses was, which he's done all year. He's just showed up every time.
2009 has been a less than stellar year for Won the West, who had seen a change of drivers and a softening of his form. But this past Friday, it all came together for the free-for-all pacer, who sped to the fastest Breeders' Crown mile of all time, 1:47, in the $500,000 open pace. Trainer Ron Burke commented.
Here comes Won the West and Shadow Play way out wide. Won the West and Jim Morrill Jr. with the drive of a lifetime. It's Won the West at 15-1 in 1:47 flat.
We know we had to save ground on the inside, and when Ronnie got to the half a little bit slower than we thought, I knew it actually helped us because it was going to take the outside flow out of the race. And it's exactly what it did. It was impossible for horses to make up ground from the outside. Jimmy, saves ground, Holborn, Hanover, how many other horses he's done it with. So, I knew we had a chance, and halfway down the lane, you could tell other horses were starting to tire, and he was starting to quicken. It's a big rush. That's as much fun as I've ever had watching a race.
In the others Breeders' Crowns, Hannah Hanover wrote her name in the record books with a world record equaling mile in the $331,500 mare's pace, driven by George Brennan to a come-from-behind victory in which she collared Tug River Princess in the stretch and won in 1:48.4. And Buckeye St. Pat, the reigning champion trotting mare, carried driver Tim Tetrick 4 wide in the stretch to win in 1:52, a stakes record for the Mare's Trot. Another challenge for our viewers is up next. Earlier in our program, we watched Winsong's Legacy win the 2004 Yonkers Trot, on his way to becoming the first trotting Triple Crown winner in 32 years. All right, here's our challenge to you this week. Where was the 2004 Yonkers Trot raced? Here's a hint. It was not at Yonkers Raceway. Send your answer along with your name and address and your guess as to the name of the track that hosted the 2004 Yonkers Trot in an email to i@ustrotting.com. We're going to change things a bit this week. We're going to pick a winner at random from all the correct answers we receive between now and next week's show. In return, our winner will receive a copy of 100 Years in Harness, the story of 20th century harness racing, told in a collection of some of the most magnificent photos you have ever seen. Remember, if you have any questions or comments about Eye on Harness Racing, we would love to hear them. Please send them to i@ustrotting.com. Be with us next Thursday. We'll look back at the Yonkers Trot, the Cane Pace eliminations, and the American National in Chicago, where Hambletonian champion Muscle Hill will be back on the track. Until then, thanks for watching.